Hey! Huh? Hey, damn right. Huh? Yeah. Hey! You serious? Huh?
Alrighties! Um... Huh.
You want me to punish you? Thrills! Chill!
Ooh, I got it! Alrighty! I'm so...
Enough already.
No problem. Alrighties! Leave it to me! Huh? Um... Huh? Hmm? Huh? I got. I got. Huh? I got. I got. Huh? Huh. Huh. Leave it to me. Huh. Leave it to me. Huh. Leave it to me. Huh? Ding 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 ding. Hmm? Oh, that's could it I'm sorry. Eh? Hey! You can't! Hey! You can't! Hmm? That's... Hold on, Nagito! What are you doing?
What am I doing? Playing Russian roulette, obviously. I've only removed one bullet. So there's only a 1 in 6 chance that I'll survive.
You can't! Please stop!
It's not much of a talent, but even I have an ultimate level talent, you know? I'm the ultimate lucky student. But if I can't win when there's only a 1 in 6 chance of success, then what kind of ultimate talent is that? I mean, if my luck gets me killed like this, there's no way you can really call that talent. If I'm truly the ultimate lucky student, I need to survive here. Isn't that right?
Please stop!
Well done. Yaha! Here! Uh-huh.
Hey, hey!
Wah-wah? Phew!
Hey, hey!
Like... Hey! Hey! What are you... Damn it!
No!
Can you hear me? Well? I think...
Hello there. Hey. Now then. Hey.
Could it be?
Wow. Man.
Huh?
Actually... Well... Man, you stay quiet. Yep. Right? But... Hey. Hey. Well... Hey. Jeez. Well... Yep.
Perhaps.
How unfortunate.
Why?
Jeez. Right? Man. Well... Isn't that right? Stop it. There's no mistake. You don't even know? Man. That's not it. Hey.
Hold it.
What?
Well?
Yep.
Hey, hey.
Hey.
So...
Stop it.
Oh. Hey.
Yo! Hey!
Hey, hey!
Hey!
Huh?
Well, that's obvious. Now then.
Oh my!
Hey, hey!
you serious?
Damn it! Hey. Well... Right?
Huh?
It cannot be. I won't forgive you.
You don't know? You stay...
Damn.
Jeez. Well...
Damn it! Huh? Maybe...
You're the worst. Jeez. Well... You don't even know? Hey. See? Now then. Well... You don't know? It's obvious.
Well... Huh?
See? Hey. Now then.
Yep.
What's up? Hey!
You...
Hey! Impossible!
Hold it.
So... Hey!
Hey!
Now then, see? Well...
It appears that it's time for the class trial! To tell you the truth, I'm tired.
Hey, hey! Damn it!
Hey, hey!
Hey, hey.
All right!
Jeez.
It appears.
It's lit.
Yep.
Damn it!
Man. Damn it. What? Isn't... No good at all.
Hey. Well, yeah.
Well now. Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go! Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu!
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
Akane! You seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower from Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning? Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs!
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes. One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
You're the cruelest one here!
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
Huh?
Well, the weapon is obvious, right?
Huh?
What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You could totally tell just by looking.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime!
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right! It was a surprise! The weapon is decided!
I guess we should figure...
The weapon was right there!
That pillar.
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
No, that's wrong! No, I can't accept that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Baby gangsta? Me?
Just so y'all know, I was trying to test you guys. I thought, maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
It seems that was a waste of time.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
I see! The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon! Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar!
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
Yeah, that pillar was pretty frickin' heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body! With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid! He ain't the type to commit suicide!
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I guess you're right.
What the heck?
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all. Alright, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go! There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over. Considering the pillar's weight, ton of force.
Sonia, you... I'm getting hella excited!
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was beating him with it is...
What about tipping the pillar over?
No, that's wrong! If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already!
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we? There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask...
You guys... You're unable to clear a path. What a waste of time. What? Regardless, it's not like I want.
Hey, Nagito. What the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill!
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon. I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst, which it's only fitting that I—
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark devas of destruction.
I see.
I don't know why, but I'm not like—
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion. In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled that. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret.
Is that really it? It's weird to say they're both. I mean, the walls are different.
And the designs on the floor are also different.
In truth, Strawberry are actually the exact same place.
No, that's wrong! Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry...
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something? If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down! Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
Well, we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, but we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake. There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing. There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing. There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been. The pillar could have been. And Nekomaru could have. I decree it was Monokuma's doing. There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the futuristic, the pillar, the body, everything at the crime. He could have moved it all, easy as pie. It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene? Damn it! There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short... That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't...
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the future, the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene?
Allow me to cut through those words! Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Huh?
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's all right. A fired-up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building, or...
No,
Hey, Nagito. I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. I'll tell you guys a bit.
Give us the answer!
But then it wouldn't mean anything. It's all...
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action. I see!
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the and there, from that window...
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it at an opportune time...
You took a...
Yep. See? Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird? If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right? Then let's begin.
Here! You said this photo was taken from the hidden room, and if that's the case, then that means it's...
Yeah,
Then, this photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from high...
I see. And is that it?
Here! If the structure of the funhouse is what we... Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle, which means, if you're viewing the tower... But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
Right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. If you guys are it might be despite the...
You're referring to when you...
I'm asking you just to be...
The top floor?
Such sharp eye.
Top floor.
But the Monokuma...
What?
It's all coming together! I got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it.
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture.
I see!
On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap! I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd! Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Then, it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House, Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building...
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple! Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss...
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
I'll definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices. I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from...
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake?
Shut up! Just pick one of them! I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a... It should be possible...
You're magnificent!
No fair!
So which one?
Shut up! Just pick one of them! I'm gonna solve this...
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the... was actually a dummy!
Damn it!
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
Then hurry up, dumb...
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with... It should be possible...
You're magnificent!
No fair!
So which one?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
I'm gonna solve this...
Then hurry up!
One of the bodies...
Was actually a dummy!
No, that's wrong! Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Huh? Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said... Right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
I'm even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy...
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on...
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that?
I got it! You must be talking about an elevator.
What? Are you saying...
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is... Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room.
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If... Then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the... and a picture of a grape on the...
If the room just moves up and down...
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those...
Not just that, but...
There are too many strange things.
When you see people and things, make sure you focus...
What?
So, let's put it...
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on.
I see! Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And?
And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? The reason is because...
see! So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're just for show. Why was something like so we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified? It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Did you hear that, mon ami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep...
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right? The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually... The killer wanted to keep us from learning that.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we...
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to...
Hold on. You're progressing much too...
What a pain.
Gundam, please proceed.
You said earlier that If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other? If that elevator moves vertically, then, when your back is facing the elevator, both but... Inside Grape House. And inside Strawberry House. Which means the house... Answer me, Fee!
What does this...
If the two houses are connected vertically...
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally!
However, at both houses, if the contact elevators, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning...
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
If the two houses are connected...
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally!
However, if the contact elevator, the towers are in opposite directions.
If the two houses are...
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally!
No, that's wrong! The elevator wasn't... Isn't that right, cuz...
Huh?
Come on. You used the
That. From start to finish,
Rotated, meaning it also rotated.
It was probably following, which means the exit would be on the opposite.
And thanks to that, the tower we saw appeared on our left side when we...
An elevator that rotates while it moves.
Well, a funhouse. And since the building doesn't...
That's not splendid.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet?
What is the octagon?
Oh my... As long as you know what an I see!
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable. I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place before...
Here! You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house? If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained
then the ultimate weapon...
That's a little different.
Learned?
The true identity of the ultimate, which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and... Like me, the killer. And then thought of a way to kill...
The funhouse itself is the weapon.
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, you...
Hiya!
Hello. I hope your day is well. I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental... my heart's thumping like... Yeehaw! But be careful that your batteries don't and...
I never... Oh well, let's just... Is it really... I mean, that's not what the killer who used the building struck...
But is it really okay to believe...
There's no...
What happened to the bat?
He's right. I will sincerely...
Reed.
I'm disappointed too, you know?
There is no such thing as forcibly sacrificing others for one's...
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave, just so you know.
Akane!
Anyway, if the killer...
How they...
It might be better if we...
I see!
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off?
That, I don't know.
Don't just... Where in that building would you even...
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions?
But my... When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on, did you forget the— As long as there's a moving object inside.
No, that's wrong! That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from.
That's what I was about to explain, before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
I agree with that! Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same...
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop...
If they did something like that...
That's right.
Huh?
The killer tied up Mekamaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire and... With that, they moved the elevator... and suspended Mekamaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence!
The killer took advantage of the elevator. By doing that, they created a...
Too easy. So what if they created a drop?
Why?
If Nekomaru... Because if he's... Even if they suspended Nekomaru, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time if you want to... But in that case... You still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story. What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time if you want to take back that sleep mode thing. But in that case... You still won't be able to explain the... Moving the elevator with Nekomaru in is just impossible. End of story. What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Crap!
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Allow me to cut through those words! What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, If something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Mechamaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so!
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey! Why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this!
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he... That doesn't mean he just crashed...
I see!
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m., and if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta!
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. 'Cause even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for my—
And if we found Nekomaru's body—
It appears yet another How were you able to discover—
That's—
We headed for Grape Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died.
His time of death and the time— One of those must be an—
The killer probably did some— They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
No, that's wrong! No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that,
If there's no possibility,
Please believe me, we are not lying!
then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand! I'll crush you into dog food!
It's all coming together! You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
yeah, none of the...
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More important.
If the time in the building was all messed up,
Then we can only rely on the time of death, which clearly 7:30 a.m. If the time in the building, then we can only rely on the time of death, which clearly 7:30.
The problem is, what in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used?
If only I heard the sound when he fell.
If the time in the building, then we can only rely on the time of death, which clearly 7.
The problem is, in our time.
Are there any clues that...
If only I heard this, it would have been a great clue.
Or his scream.
He's not the type to let out.
if only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough, we would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
If the time in the build, then we can only rely on the time of was clearly 7.
The problem is, in our time.
Are there any clues that if only I heard this, it would have been a great...
Or his scream.
He's not the type to...
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough. If the time in the building was all messed up,
then we can only rely on the time of was clearly 7.
The problem is, in our time.
Are there any clues that if only I heard this, it would have been a great...
Or his scream.
He's not the type to...
if only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough. If the time in the building was all then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30.
The problem is, in our time.
Are there any clues that can be... If only I heard
The sound when he...
I agree with that. That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
rumbling.
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well, that sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
I see!
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any
However, for
The reason is obvious. If you messed with the clocks and you... From there, the killer... I see!
That's it! The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
how
We were required to go to Grape, but if they mess with all the clocks...
We wouldn't be able to attend on time. His radio clock had...
That's right.
Then, when I...
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru, and if that time was also 2 hours, at that time, he was
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early!
When you said everyone, we thought we came to the...
Ah, jeez! What was it?
Are you talking about... Trip...
Wrong! That's not it!
That's definitely...
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. The number of suspects has...
Hey, why would that decrease?
You'll know I'm not lying.
Huh? Are you talking about a little while after I witnessed? Plus, it was just before... If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened...
Really? Was there...
The sound was so loud I couldn't help but we were both on the same floor.
Which means that person... Who is it?
You're the only one! The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, even though you weren't in your room.
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
If you don't hurry up and
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't?
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
However, it is obvious that I did not... But I did not hear the rumble.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too. I was in a pretty deep sleep. It wasn't that. I
couldn't hear it.
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common. And I'm... I got it!
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise...
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice, Kev. Now then, you guys...
Hold on a sec!
Why?
You're the only one! Gundam, there's something I want to ask you. When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with the... But if the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it...
Gundam?
There is only one possibility. That's why, even though you were staying in a
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Me?
After you saw Nekomaru, until the moment that alarms... If you were in the lounge for that long...
Even though Nekomaru's murder was a death trap, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer...
And once they tried to go back...
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe room. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the...
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Answer me this. Including myself and my 4 dark devas of destruction, how many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human.
Is that...
You bastard!
Do not pat. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. That's right.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence?
And yet, I'm being
I see. Well, you don't have to admit it. So, you know how this class trial. This...
Hey! What?
Perhaps I should say just a boring farce. Seriously.
Nagito. At some point during the investigation, what actually happened?
Well, let's just...
Please hold on!
But he's completely shut up.
Gundam!
In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from there after return. Although going to and fro is busy enough as it...
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus,
If the elevator...
That elevator was the only means of travel between the 2 houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry...
Since I was at Strawberry House, there's no question that the following...
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to... Why don't we stop this already? That elevator, the only means of travel, as long as that your assumption
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot...
Since I was at there's no question that
It would have been different if they...
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator, the only means of travel between...
No, that's wrong! No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist!
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method? You're the only one! Nagito, you should know.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right? There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course But you're right. There's a door on... After I open it... Surprise, surprise!
Meaning the third...
Plus, once you've cleared the
If they use that secret passage...
Infinity Unlimited Flame! However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way...
That is merely an... If you vow...
There's no way I can stop!
What? Don't make me... Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I already proved a secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the
Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light! Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of...
Allow me to cut through those words! The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body. The hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems this is the end. Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act, so I'm going to end this right now.
Hey, what are you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point, so he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties, but even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And, without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious! I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions!
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said... However, that...
It's not easy to...
It's even...
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! It's Nekomaru's back! Do you really think I can get behind him so easily?
This is the end! Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, as long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you!
Oh?
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Of course that'd be impossible for a normal ham. In fact, we saw that with...
Now that you mention it, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved... Hey, with your friends in there to secretly get one of them behind...
How about it?
Not just myself.
Admit it? Did you say you admit?
I've fine! Then you must victory can only... Now, pull the curtain strings...
Here's everything that happened in this case. Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they That someone is...
Splendid. That would...
Stop. Or... I cannot believe it. I cannot believe something.
You don't wish to Then finish it, my beloved!
Now then, please... Who will be... Nice!
Now then. Jeez.
Fall. Listen well! How pitiful. Fine. This too.
You.
Let's make history.
That is...
Let me tell you this.
Huh?
I can see it!
Could it be?
Sensing even my...
Scorching. This is great! And what is your reason?
I am the warlock. I need not cling to...
In response to your... I won't go easy on you! Don't waste your breath on coward...
Nekomoro Nida!
That is...
Let me tell you. You weakling! Fall, my tears. If you flinch, you will... Let me ask. Fine. Listen well. I shall engulf. I renounce
You.
But
fine. Fall.
Oh. You...
Let's make history.
well?
My name. Fade.
Yes, and
Please wait! I beg of you!
Huh?
I beg of you!
How pit. Fine. What is it, my four dark devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no... I was simply visiting for a moment. That is why... Pride! That is Gundam Tanaka! Open sesame, Pat!
let's give it